Hello friends, welcome back to VOWIAS. Welcome to the discussion on internal security Mains365. This is part 2. Hope you have seen the part 1. If you haven't watched, I'll give you the link in the I button. Please go and watch. And some of you are asking with regard to the source of the discussion. And as you know, we are providing the summaries of Vision Mains365 and the same document we are using in this discussion. You can go to our Telegram channel and check the quality of these summaries and can download them. Okay. Now let's quickly begin. So already we have covered the first topic. Now today we are going to start with the second topic, that is border security and management. So border security is something which is very important from the mains point of view. And as you know, India has about 15,000 kilometers of land border, and India shares boundary with 7 countries: Pakistan, China, Bangladesh, Nepal, Myanmar, Bhutan and Afghanistan. And also India has about 7,500 kilometers of long coastline. Okay, so border management is something which is very important for India. Now, for the exam, what is important for us? It is important for us to look at the border with each and every country and what are the challenges associated with that border and what are the initiatives that are taken by the government of India. We will see all of that now. The first border what we have is the Indo-China border. Indo-China border, as you all know, there are various issues we have with China. We have issue of Aksai Chin in the Arunachal Pradesh, Doklam. Arunachal Pradesh, if you see, China considers Arunachal Pradesh as its own part. They even call Arunachal Pradesh as South Tibet. So there are various sporadic aggressions that keeps on happening in these areas. The second one is the smuggling of Chinese electronics and other consumable goods. This is also another major challenge. Next one, along the Indo-China border, the inadequate infrastructure because of the difficult terrain is a big problem for India. And also along this Indo-China border, we have multiple forces: ITBP, Assam Rifle, Special Frontier Force, and they have coordination issues. And also we have the water sharing issues with China, because China doesn't share proper information with regarding to this Indus River. Now next, what are the initiatives that are taken? Initiatives, if we see, creating infrastructure for the faster movement of the troops, developing of Northeast region, and also army infrastructure projects within 100 kilometers of LAC have been exempted from forest clearance. Okay, and also the BRO has been working very well in order to construct roads and other things which are required in the border areas. Next one is the Indo-Pakistan border. Indo-Pakistan border, the major problems are the Sar Creek and Kashmir. For the Sar Creek, we also had the 1965 war, and for Kashmir, on daily basis, we will have all these fires and all. And also we have the river sharing issue because of the Indus River. Sorry, with regarding China, I think I said Indus River. No, it is Brahmaputra River. Yeah. So infiltration, cross-border terrorism. This is also another major problem because Pakistan sent tourists in order to bleed India. Next one is the difficult terrain that includes deserts, marshes, snow-capped mountains, etc. And also all the infrastructure projects along Pakistan border require huge investment. That's also a challenge. Okay, and also other issues like fake currency, arms trafficking, etc. also happens. Now, what the government has done? The government has taken various initiatives like the comprehensive management system to establish for the establishment of an integrated security system, CIBMS, the comprehensive integrated border management system, deploying of National Security Guard commandos in the J&K to fortify counter-terror operations by training J&K project police and other paramilitary forces. And also next one, so these are the major challenges, or you can say the major initiatives and challenges of Indo-Pakistan border. Next is the Indo-Nepal border. The challenges, if you see, extremism, anti-India activities, and the spread of Maoism, and also the easy escape and illegal activities like smuggling, fake currency, etc. because of open borders, and land grabbing on each side of the border. Now, what are the initiatives that are taken? Giving SSB, the Sashastra Seema Bal, which guards the Indo-Nepal border, more power. Establishment of Border District Coordinations Committee, approval to the construction of roads, and also developmental aid to Nepal. Next is Indo-Bhutan. Indo-Bhutan, if you see, the major challenges: insurgency, smuggling, and free movement of people and vehicles. And for that, the government has taken initiatives like cooperation with Bhutan's army to prevent sanctuary and to prevent the sanctuary to insurgents. Establishment of new border posts in Sikkim, general approval for diversion of forest land for major infrastructure projects. They are the major things. Next is the Indo-Myanmar border. In the Myanmar border, we have various challenges like the free movement regime, the drug trafficking, because it is Myanmar is part of this golden triangle. No physical barriers along the border because of the difficult terrain and poor infrastructure facilities. Also, you have the influx of the refugees like Rohingyas and all. This is also a major issue. So, what are the initiatives of the government? Recently, Cabinet approved to set up 13 new integrated checkposts to encourage India's engagement with SAARC countries along with Thailand and Myanmar. Because Myanmar is the gateway for the Southeast Asia. Next is Indo-Bangladesh. In Indo-Bangladesh, if you see, the water disputes with regarding Tista River, Barak River are there, illegal migration, inadequate border fencing, smuggling of goods like the Jamdani saris. These are the various things, various challenges. Now, what the government has done? The government, it actually has signed a land boundary agreement in 2015, which is a great step. Next one, establishment of border protection grid. Crime-free stretch has been established, installing border surveillance devices like drones and all, increasing awareness among the locals for reducing the crime among the borders. These are the various things that the government has done. Okay. Now, what more steps has to be taken? What more steps along the borders has to be taken? The first is dispute resolution. Dispute resolution means resolving the disputes with the neighboring countries, especially with the big countries like China, Nepal, and all. Nepal is not a big country, but Nepal is strategically very important for India. So, dialogue has to go on. Next one, no diversion of security forces. Already we know, we have the security forces shortage. So what the government does is during the elections and some other major occasions, all the security personals from these border guarding forces, they will be deployed to other duties. This should not be done. And also involvement of army. If you see, it's felt that the responsibility for unsettled and dispute borders such as LOC, etc., and also even in the LAC along the Indo-Tibetan border, army is there. Army has to be there, but army should not. It should not be there permanently. The BSF or be it any other border guarding force has to be involved. And also following this one force, one border principle to effectively manage borders as divided responsibility never resulted in effective control, because every force has different mandate, every force works in silos. So this is a major issue. And also developing infrastructure is another important thing for India, because the border roads and other infrastructure facilities only will develop these remote locations. Next, denial of local support to the militants by integrating the local communities with the government and also mainstreaming the youth, providing them education, employment, etc., and the usage of more technology in the border surveillance and management like sensors, the drones, okay, the laser scanners, all these things. Okay, so these are the steps that can be taken further. Now, next topic what you have is the technology in border management. So this can be a question in itself. Even this question can come in science and technology, from science and technology point of view also. What are the various technologies that can be used in the border management? So if you see border management, the lidar basically you can find in the land surveying and all. This can be used in the fences, the border fences, because in the borders, if you see in the borders of neighboring countries like Pakistan, Nepal, China, these are very remote, and also the terrain is very difficult terrain. So for all these things, the lidar will be very much helpful. So lidar is first thing, and it also costs around 10 lakh per kilometer. So it's a very costly one. And also along Indo-Pak and Indo-Bangladesh borders, the smart border fencing projects are being completed. Okay, and it is built under the comprehensive integrated border management system, which we have discussed. It is a high-tech surveillance system to create an invisible electronic barrier on land, water, air, etc. So for these various sensors, the night detection cameras, a lot of things, thermal images, all of these things will be used. So if there is any movement, it will be captured and it will be analyzed by the specialist. Now, what is the other role? And what is the role of integrating technology in border management? The first thing is it complements existing technology. That means importance of technology in the border management. If you see, it complements existing technology. Okay, it detects infiltration very, very effectively. It facilitates cross-border trade. Something like blockchain can be used in order to verify all the cross-border movements and all with regard to the goods. That's a thing which we can use. And also improved intelligence inputs and surveillance through various remote sensing satellites, radars, synthetic aperture radars, sensors, which provides day and night all terrain and all weather inputs. Even the Madhukar Gupta committee recommended to strengthen the border protection and address vulnerabilities in fencing along the Indo-Pak border. This led to the implementation of the comprehensive integrated border management system in 2015. Okay, so this is the role of integrating technology in border management. And what are the measures to respond to border management challenges? The first is people. PPT, you can remember. Measures to respond border management challenges, it is PPT. P for people, P for people, P for process, and T for tech. People, if you see, BSF, ITBP, Assam Rifle, Coast Guard, Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force, etc. Next one, process, joint patrolling in the border posts and all. And also technology, weapons, equipment, surveillance, communication, etc. Like this in a simple way we can show PPT. Now, what are the steps taken by government to enable technology-driven border management? The first is, as I told already, CIBMS, the Comprehensive Integrated Border Management System on the recommendation of Madhukar Gupta Committee in 2015 was established. Next one, in 2018, the BOLD QIT, the Border Electronically Dominated QRT Interception Technique, was deployed in the Indo-Bangladesh border. Use of space technology to secure India borders through the satellites. Like we have our own navigation system, like the IRNSS, that is NAVIC, which can be used by the government or the agencies in order to detect everything very precisely. The government also has approved the proposal for integration of communication and surveillance equipments to monitor activities on Jammu border. Okay. Now these are some of the challenges. The challenges remain the same broadly, and the way forward is for these kind of things. We can write something like the sharing of financial burden, because in US and Mexico, if you see, the financial burden is shared between both the countries, because border protection is important for both US and Mexico. In the same way, India can also share the burden with the neighboring countries like Bangladesh, Pakistan, etc. Next is capacity building. Capacity building in terms of that is humans, as well as the technology, and also involving of more private sector. This is very, very important for development of new technologies, upgrading present inventory, and also more proper training and new equipments also have to be provided. The states also has to be integrated, and they have to be involved in the talks with regard to development of technologies and all. Okay, so this is the way forward that we can write. Okay, you can just pause and go through it once again. So that's it, guys. In this lecture, I'll see you again in the next lecture. Till then, keep studying and stay tuned. So before I leave, this is the information. We are providing Vision Mains 365 summary at 999 rupees only. So hurry up, just to visit our Telegram channel and subscribe to it. Even we are providing Vision Mains test series as well, the summary of this, which is available at 1199 only. This will be very helpful for you. This will ensure that you cover maximum information in minimal time. You just have another 1.5 months to prepare for mains before you jump into prelims. So try to utilize this time as much as you can in the very best and effective way, so that you clear the exam with flying colors. So that's it, guys. Thank you. I'll see you again. Bye bye.